Hi everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight for Presque Isle's First Friday Art Walk. We're at the Wintergreen Arts Center. My name is Dottie. I'm the executive director here, and this month is a very unusual month. We've never done a First Friday Art Walk by video, but we have a very courageous artist here. This is Tammy Doobie. She's from New Sweden. I was going to say New Brunswick, from New Sweden. And this month we're featuring some of her oil paintings. We're really excited about it. Normally we might entertain anywhere from 50 people to 100 people that will just come visit us. They'll be visiting other art galleries here in Presque Isle. We normally serve some sort of appetizer, and we love to enjoy a glass of wine with our First Friday. So,
To our first
virtual First Friday. So I'm gonna allow Tammy to show you her paintings and talk a little bit about them.
Definitely.
And then we'll join back up.
Yes.
So again, thank you for joining us. It's great to do this kind of stuff and get us through this time of COVID. So, Tammy, would you?
So let's walk this way. And let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Jurette, Maine, and I lived downstate for 27 years, and I've been back since 2013, and I decided after a long pause that I'm starting to paint again, and I'm enjoying myself. I'm exploring northern Maine, finding beautiful spots to rest and enjoy, and then turn them into paintings. And I also do paintings of wildlife and portraits. So let's get started with the waterways that I found up here. So this is Long Lake, ice fishing shack, and this is the beginning of the chain of the 5 lakes. And sorry I don't have any summer pictures because we're all tired of winter, but that's okay. And then from Long Lake, go down to Sinclair, and if you're standing on the bridge, then this is what you'll see. This was a beautiful morning that my husband and we went out to have breakfast in Sinclair, Maine, and I was walking around and I just couldn't miss this photograph, and I turned it into a painting. And going down the thoroughfare from Long Lake into Mud Lake. I didn't get any pictures painted from that lake yet, but there will be. We go into Cross Lake. This is a beautiful sunset from my sister-in-law's camp. Beautiful sunsets there. This is the thoroughfare going into Cross Lake. My kids and I, and sometimes with their friends, we just enjoy floating down the river. It's not very deep. It's nice and comfortable little ride. And then this is us walking back to my sister-in-law's camp from our little floating down the river. This painting has been sold twice. That's exciting to me. When I posted it, I had 2 buyers. So the first painting I did, which is this one, is sold, but I'm allowed to be able to show it to everyone. The second buyer asked me to switch these 2 people, which is me and my daughter, and I put her and her husband in the painting, which was kind of exciting to me. It was fun. From Cross Lake, then we go into Square Lake, which is a lake I've fallen in love with. It's very remote. Water's beautiful and clear. It does get very windy. You've got to be careful. This was early morning. Early morning shot on the east side of the lake is just beautiful. This is also at Square Lake at the York Seas camps. Beautiful cliffs. It's a lake that has unusual rocks and nice clear waters, like I said. And I did find something quite exciting there. I found fossils. So I went ahead, took lots of photos of fossils and painted them. This is actually where I found these fossils. These are just lying in the lake. These rocks are loaded with these little fossils. So I love the lake. It's exciting to me. And then I don't have Eagle Lake yet. That's this year's plan. From Eagle Lake, you go down the Fish River. And this is in Fort Kent, down by the blockhouse. Fish River is going into the St. John, and this is Canada that you see in the back. Another thing I'd like to paint are the activities that I grew up with as a child. And one thing is fiddlehead painting. We used to do that every spring when I grew up. And this is actually the Aroostook River, and my family and I went to pick fiddleheads. And also this is a painting of where stands used to be on Madawaska Lake. Beautiful fall picture. And now we can move on to my portraits. So let me tell you about this beautiful painting here. These moose are from the National Wildlife Refuge in Limestone, Maine. And the photographer who gave me a bunch of photos from the area asked me to donate some money from the sale to the refuge. So $100 from this painting is going to go to the refuge. And to develop this painting, I used 2 of her photos to come up with a great composition. So that is this painting. And then we also have, this is Gracie. She's a family member's pet. And also I paint from old photographs, which I love finding old photographs to paint. These are actually my aunts in Sinclair, Maine, peeling potatoes. Kind of cool. And then here is our dog Brittany in our backyard. There's my daughter Morgan and our dog in the backyard. And there's my son when he was younger reading a book. And this family member's portrait here also. And the portrait back there is actually my grandfather and my brother many years ago. It was a black and white photo and I turned it into a color painting. So these are just some of the things I love to do.
I hope you've enjoyed meeting Tammy tonight and enjoyed her paintings. They certainly are an inspiration to me. I've lived here all my life, and I think the way that she captures this area, especially the Lakes region, is just fascinating for me. I would like her to tell us a little bit about oil painting. My experience here is that most people don't work with oil. So can you tell us a little bit about painting with oil?
I love oils, my gosh, and I know everyone up here is so afraid to use oils. They're so easy. If you make a mistake, you just scrape it off if you want. You got a paper towel. You can wipe off the paint with a paper towel while it's wet. I'd much rather paint while the paint is wet. It just slides around nice and easy. And like I said, if you make a mistake, you scrape it off or you can wipe it off. It doesn't matter. And it's very easy to mix the colors while you're actually doing the painting. You don't have to mix on the palette if you don't want to. It's up to you. So I think it's very forgiving. Other people are scared of it.
Well, the drying time is different, isn't it?
Yes. It takes a painting, it could be a month or 2 to completely dry. Sometimes 6 months, depends how many layers you have on it. And one thing that I've discovered, and I learned this from YouTube, I don't use chemicals to clean my paint brushes because I'd much rather keep the chemicals out of my house. I just take baby oil, have it in a jar, and I dip my paint brush in the oil, the baby oil, and I just wipe it clean, and I keep doing that until I have it mostly all clean. And then I just go to my kitchen sink and take Dawn dishwashing liquid soap, and I finish off my cleaning my brushes that way. So
Oh, interesting.
it's very easy, and it's no chemicals in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Another thing that Tammy does that really hits my heart, she does a lot of pet portraits. I'm a huge dog fan. I'm kind of like Pluto. Cats aren't that important, but dogs are.
We have a lot of cats here.
Sorry for the cats, for the cat people, but everybody loves Pluto these days. So Tammy does a lot of pet portraits, and she certainly, we're going to show our phone number. You can give me a call and I'll put you directly in touch with Tammy if you'd like to have a portrait done of your pet. Tell us how that works.
What do you mean, like from a photo? I just ask people to send me a photo, and it's very easy nowadays with our phone system, cell phones. Just send me a photo. Tell me what you like for colors, if there's any colors that you don't like, and I just go from there.
Wonderful. And not that people aren't important too, but they are. And you do a lot of portraits
Yes, I
of
do.
family members, and so if somebody sent in a family photo,
Yeah.
you would do a portrait.
Yeah, just send me a photo and I'll paint it up for you.
And a lot of Tammy's paintings that are here are for sale. So you can call us up if something strikes your fancy. Some of them aren't, some of them belong to people. But as this video played, I think you saw the ones that had a price tag on them. But we've really enjoyed this. This is really different. I missed our board members that are normally here, Kim and Carl Michaud. Kim is our board chair. She always has great food for us. Carl is our bartender, and I miss them both. Danielle is usually here. Sometimes Nikki and Ryan are here. And I certainly miss, we usually have at least 30 regular folks that come and join us. I miss you. I really appreciate that Tammy has the courage to do this. This is quite unusual. So Tammy, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us. And thank you to Josh Archer, who's behind that camera. Josh is one of our teachers here, and he does everything technology for us as well. So he just makes things happen, and we really appreciate that. But I hope you've enjoyed First Friday with Tammy Doobie.
I enjoyed it.
And please contact us if you'd like to purchase one of her paintings, or if you would like to have a commissioned work done. We would love to hear from you. But until then, we'll see you for the next First Friday, hopefully in person.